Item number 57, FYBRR 2018-00056, Gator 12801 Northwest 7th Avenue LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 57.
This one we seeking a 60 days continuance.
Okay. Have you spoken with the owner about it?
Yes, they was here this morning.
And he agreed to a 60-day continuance.
Yes, they already have the engine and everything. They
Who
just
was
need to bring it in.
Mr. Goldsmith?
I don't remember the name of the owner, but
Okay.
they was here
Yeah,
this morning.
I've known him.
Okay.
I know who he is.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure that he complies.
Item number 64, FYBRR 2018-00069, Hanoi Holdings 3 Inc., Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 64.
Property owner is not present. The city will present.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the city of
Not
North.
yet. Still good afternoon.
It's after 5.
Oh. Okay.
Gary Beswick for the city of North Miami Building Department. Property owner was first notified for 40-day recertification on July the 17th, 2018, and again on October the 17th, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. The property owner was notified to the notice to appear on Tuesday, February 26, 2019 at 2:10 p.m. Took pictures of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file.
And your recommendation, 30 days?
Yes, adjudication with 30
Okay.
days.
Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence received, I find that the property has been out of compliance. This is not a, no, I'm sorry, this is not a ratification. This is, okay. I find in favor of the city, proper notice has been given, and enter an adjudication, set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 65, MHVIO 2018-00836, Herman A. Mills, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 65.
Property owner is not present. City's code enforcement officer will present. Mr. Beswick, you ready?
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the city of North Miami Building Department. This property was first cited in May 10, 2018 to failure to obtain a required permit for a new wooden fence, wooden shed, and wooden covering for a boat without permit. And as of today, there's no permit that was obtained. Got a complaint from Crystal Coder on May 7, 2018 via email. She got the email from Rahima Golden at the time, and I think it was issued. The photograph also of the violation. The property was posted to a notice to appear on Thursday, February 28, 2019 at 2:05 p.m. Took picture of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file.
30 days?
Yes, sir.
Based on the unrebutted, undisputed testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violation still exists and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated. Next case.
Item number 67, FYBRR 2018-00059, Holy House Partners, LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 67.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the city of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified for 40-year recertification on July 17, 2018, and then on October the 17, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. The property was posted to a notice to appear on Thursday, February 28, 2019 at 2:30 9 p.m. I took pictures of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file, and this is a multi-family building.
And Holly Mouse Partners is the owner, and the agent is in New York, in Brooklyn?
Yes, and I spoke with representative from there, and they said they was going to follow through, but they still haven't done so.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence received, and finding that the property owner has not yet complied by submitting a 40-year recertification, I find that proper notice was given, and I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 70, MHVIO 2018-01167, Hugh Mahu, 2 Investments, LLC, Officer Vanessa Willis. Item number 70.
Special Magistrate, unfortunately, I don't have service on this one. This is one that I neglected to post, and the certified mail came back unclaimed, so I don't have
but
service.
there has been an adjudication previously, correct?
Yes, there
And
has
it's
been
running-
adjudication.
And it's running daily fines of $250 or not?
Well, no, it has not been ratified at
It
this
has
time.
not been ratified?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So you'll bring it back at the next meeting?
I mean, if I need, do I need to, or do I? Okay, yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Item number 71, MHVIO 2018-01345, Ingrid Balera, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 71.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property owner was first notified of violation on December 17, 2018. To obtain all required permit for interior and exterior alteration and renovation, such as stucco, roof, addition, wood fence, etc., in progress without permit. As of today, they still haven't obtained any permit. The property was notified with notice to appear on Wednesday, February 27, 2019 at 10:14 a.m. Took picture of the posting. Affidavit of service is on file, and this is a single-family home.
30 days?
Yes, sir.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, property owner not having appeared despite proper service, based on the evidence presented, I find that in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is complied with.
Item number 72, FYBRR 2018-00074, Inspiration Point Condo, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 72.
Mr. Beswick, please come up. Property owner is not present.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property was first notified. This is a condo building. I think it's vacant now. I think they was first notified for 40-year recertification on July the 18th, 2018, and again on October the 18th, 2018. As of today, we have not received any report. The property was notified for the recertification on Friday, March 1st, 2019 at 8:34 a.m. Took pictures of the posting. Affidavit of services on file.
This is a condo building?
Yes.
How many units?
Not sure. I think it's 3-story high. I think it's 3-story high.
And you served Inspiration Point Condo at 1060 Kane Concourse in Bay Harbor.
That's correct.
Any response from the owner? Have you had any communications with the owner?
No.
Okay. I find, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the photographs presented, the evidence presented, If I find that there is a violation, that there's failure to comply with the 40-year recertification ordinance, proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication, and set an abatement date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is complied with.
Items number 79 and 80. 79, CEGMP 2018-00333. Item number 80, CEGMP 2018-00334. Jenny Richards, estate of Jenny Richards. Officer Vanessa Willis.
Vanessa Willis, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This case, the order to comply, I'm sorry, you know, it would be the last one, right? Okay, so.
Is this the last case?
For me.
Okay.
For us, you and I.
Yes.
Okay, so this notice to appear was posted February 27, 2019 at 11:28 a.m. at the property 1957 San Souci Boulevard. The case 333 that ends in 333 was cited to pressure clean and paint the house. As of yesterday, they have not painted or pressure cleaned the house. So they are not in compliance with that. It is a new case. The other file for 334 was also posted to appear, for the notice to appear on February 27, 2019 at 11:28 a.m. And they were cited to pressure clean and paint the roof. They have a barrel tile roof. They have not complied.
Okay, so the first violation excludes the roof, and the second violation is the roof. So
Yes.
I'm going to set a compliance date of 30 days as to both, finding that the unrebutted evidence demonstrate that the violation is still ongoing. I'm going to adjudicate the case, set a compliance date of 30 days as to both cases. And in the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violations are abated.
Thank you.
Item number 84, MHVIO 2018-00741. Jose Gasnell. Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 84.
Looks like this is the estate of a deceased owner. Nobody here on behalf of the owner.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property owner was first notified of the violation on April 30th, 2018. We got a complaint and photograph of basically from Crystal Coder via email. Basically, it's a single family home that converted into four separate living unit. As of today, there's no permits to return it back to a single family home or try to turn it into a fourplex. The property was posted on February 28, 2019 at 3:03 p.m. Took piece of the posting, affidavit of service is on file. This is a new case.
Have you been to the property?
Yes.
What does it look like inside? Is there ongoing work, or is
No,
the
well, I didn't
work
go
already-
inside. I'll show the pictures.
Please.
Hold on.
Five units?
Well, I think it's four, but it's supposed to be a single family home.
There's one that says five.
Oh, okay.
So this is or used to be a single family
Correct.
home, which was made into a
Multi-family.
multifamily
Yes.
in a single family residential neighborhood,
Correct.
and no permits.
No permits, no.
Recommendation?
Adjudication with 30 days.
And this is the property at 540 Northeast 133rd Street.
That's correct.
Okay, so, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, and having reviewed the photographs and taken into consideration the evidence presented, depicting that the cited violations still exist and that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there will be a daily fine of $400 until the violation is abated.
Item number 88, MHVIO 2018-00807, June 18th Properties LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 88.
Violation abate, is compliance.
Property owner is not present.
The violation abated, it's compliant.
Oh, it's complied with. This one was previously adjudicated. So, just for my own information, when there has been an adjudication and subsequent compliance, the fines are abated or eliminated? How does that work?
Magistrate has the option to either not issue any fines or to enter a fine from the time of the abatement date to the time of compliance.
How much time went by between the abatement date and today's date?
I'll defer to the officer.
Let me ask it another way. How long beyond the abatement date did the property owner not comply?
Well, it was kind of a tricky situation where the permit process, basically, they have to go to Miami-Dade, fire, Durham, so it was a long process for them to come in compliance, basically. But the abatement date was on February 29th. February 27, 2000.
Okay, we're still talking about 13452 Biscayne Boulevard.
Yes,
Why did they have to go to the county?
it's a commercial property.
Okay,
So if we're commercial property, all permits have to go to Durham and fire.
okay. Okay, so, your recommendation is
Just to
that-
dismiss it.
Just dismiss it?
Mhm.
All right, case dismissed.
Item number 93, CEWWC 2018-00121, Lionel, Officer Ernst Baptiste. Item number 93.
Property owner not present. City may proceed.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is the case that was opened back in August 20th, 2018 for the roof that has a blue top that needed to be removed and roof to be repaired. Property was posted on February 26, 2018 and took picture that same day, which was the abatement date, and the roof was still displaying blue top on top and not repaired. Posted the property as I stated.
And your recommendation is that we ratify the fines.
Correct.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, the property owner not having appeared despite being served, and the property still being out of compliance despite an abatement date, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250. Those fines will continue. I will assess costs incurred by the city and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
Item number 95, RCCOR 2018-00019, Lizandra Pavan, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 95.
Property owner not present. City will present. Mr. Beswick.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property owner was first notified for failure to obtain an approved reoccupancy certificate from the City of North Miami prior to the title transfer back in May 16, 2018. As of today, they have not obtained an approved reoccupancy certificate. Property owner was notified and did notice to appear to a young man on the property on Thursday, February 28, 2019 at 1:57 a.m. And this is basically a single-family home.
Any communications with the owner?
No.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, and the evidence presented, the property still being out of compliance for failing to obtain a reoccupancy certificate or apply to obtain a reoccupancy certificate, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of, what was it? $250?
I believe this is a new
This
case.
is not a
a new case.
ratification?
No, it's a new
under-
case.
New
So
case.
take that back.
Yeah, new case.
All right. New case, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented depicting that the violation is still existing, that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Set a compliance date of 30 days. If there is no compliance within 30 days, then a daily fine of $250 will accrue until the violation is abated.
Item number 96, CEGMP 2018-00229, MJ LaFrance A. Brave, Officer Ernst Baptiste. Item number 96.
This is the one that has been previously adjudicated. Property owner not present. City may proceed.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case was open for the exterior of the property that is peeling and fading. Paint needed to be replaced and property painted. Property was posted on February 26, 2019. Took picture the same day, which was the abatement date. No compliance.
What is the abatement date?
The 27. No,
Of
by January 30th.
January 30? And it's still out of compliance.
Not in compliance.
The fines are accruing at $250 per day?
Yes.
Okay, so based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the other evidence presented, finding that the property is still out of compliance, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250. The fines will continue on a day-to-day basis until there's compliance. I assess costs in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien.
Item number 105, RCCOR 2018-00001, Morgan Investment Group, Inc., Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 105.
Property owner is not present. This matter has been previously adjudicated and is running fines of $250. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I haven't started, we'll see for ratification. I haven't started running it.
Okay, so you want me to ratify that?
Yes.
What is the compliance date?
Compliance date was January 30th, 2019.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property continues to be out of compliance. Despite an abatement date of January 30, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250, and those fines will continue running against the property until there's compliance.
Thank you.
I assess cost in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien.
Item number 108, CERCV 2018-00199, Obeid, Officer Ernst Baptiste. Item number 108.
Mr.
Madam
Chairman.
City Attorney, when I ratify,
1350 Northwest 128th Street.
sorry, I jumped on you. When you ratify a matter, as we've done in the last couple of cases, they don't come back to me again.
No,
That's it.
that's it.
Next step is,
The next step is the lien process,
You
where the
lien it.
property will be liened. It will, the fine will continue to run until there's compliance, and after compliance, they
Right.
have the ability to pay off the
right,
lien.
you can't mitigate until there's compliance.
Exactly.
Okay. And then whatever negotiations take place between the city and the property owner.
Correct. The
Okay.
city's finance department does have a liens mitigation process, but the
Okay.
property owner's not eligible until they comply.
Okay.
Ernst Baptist, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was heard before. Abatement date was set for March 13, 2019. Property was posted on February 26, 2019. Took picture of the property. The motorhome still at the location. No compliance. The case was open for the recreational vehicle that was stored park at the 1350 Northwest 128th Street.
When was the last time you were at the property?
February 26, 2019.
And the violation was still ongoing?
Yes.
Okay. Have you spoken with the property owners?
Actually, yes, I did, and he showed up once, and he was supposed to get his variance, but no, isn't.
No,
you
no,
know,
Didn't do anything?
Didn't do anything.
Okay, so based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property is still out of compliance and hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250. Those fines will continue to accrue until there is compliance. I assess costs in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien.
Item number 112, CENUS 2018-00649, Petit Augustin, Officer Ernst Baptiste, address 1410 Northwest 123rd Street. Item number 112.
Ernst Baptist, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Again, this is a case that was heard before. Abatement date was set for January 30th, 2019. Posted the property on February 26, 2019. Took picture. Violation still exists.
Any communications with the owner?
Communicated with the owner. Advised him to remove those items under the carport. And explained to him that he need to show up.
Okay, based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code enforcement officer and the evidence presented reflecting that the property has been out of compliance since January 30th, 2019, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250. Those fines will continue to run until there's compliance. I assess costs in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
Item number 114, RCCOR 2018-00007, Pierre S. Investments of South Florida LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 114.
Property owner is not present. This case has been previously adjudicated.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. As of today, they still haven't obtained an approved reoccupancy certificate. This is a case where a complaint came in and a single-family home basically converted into multiple unit. So basically, when they did apply for it, they didn't pass the inspection. They're supposed to obtain all the required permits to return it back to a single-family home, but that haven't done so. So as of today, it's still not in compliance, and they still haven't obtained an approved reoccupancy certificate.
So your recommendation is to ratify?
Yes.
Based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property has been out of compliance and I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250. Those fines will continue to accrue until there is compliance. I assess costs in favor of the city and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
Item number 115, MHVIO 2018-00823, Pyramid Holding LLC, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 115.
Property owner is not present. Mr. Beswick, please proceed.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. The property owner was notified for failure to obtain a permit before they install a wooden fence on May 8, 2018. They did apply for the permit recently and waiting on that process. I spoke to the property owner as well, and the property was posted for a notice to appear on Wednesday, February 27, 2019 at 10:09 a.m. when I handed to a young man which identified himself as the property owner's son. We're just seeking an adjudication and abatement date.
How many days?
30 days.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, reflecting that the violation still exists, that proper notice has been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of noncompliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 116, MHVIO 2018-01217, Rafael Alcantara, Officer Gary Beswick. Item number 116.
Property owner is not present. Code Enforcement Officer Beswick.
Yes, sir. Minimum Housing Officer. Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. This property was basically, it was cited for unsafe structure. They begin construction, they abandoned the job, and then they came in and renewed the permit, but there's no action, there's no work going on. So we're seeking adjudication. And
When you have an unsafe structure, isn't the procedure to go before the Unsafe Structures Board in the county and let the county handle it?
No, we
or
bring it here first.
comes here
Mhm.
first? Okay. Because if there is no compliance, then the only other choice is you go to the county and you get a demolition order.
That's true. Correct.
Let me rule on this matter. Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, which reflects that the property is still an unsafe structure and that there has been no compliance, proper notice having been given, I find in favor of the city and I enter an adjudication setting a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $500 until the violation is abated.
Item number 128, CERCV 2018-00239, TIE 2017-2 Borrower LLC, Officer John Dorville. Item number 128.
Property owner is not present. It looks to be a foreclosure matter. Is that what's happening here?
I have CERCV 2018-00
239.
right?
Right.
No, this is for a RV that's on the property.
Who's the owner?
The property owner is listed as TAH 2017 2 Brower LLC,
Okay, and,
listed on the property appraiser's page.
right, and says
Also is-
customer address Santa Ana, California.
That is
which-
correct, 1508.
Okay. Single-family home?
This is a single-family home. I have pictures of the RV on the property. Last time I was on the property, it was also posted, was February the 26th of 2019 at 2:31 p.m. I have pictures, I'll throw them up.
May I see those? Admitted into evidence?
These pictures are of various dates. However, the latest one was on the 26th of February 2019. As stated, I've spoken to the occupants of the property as a rental and had several conversations with them. They've made aware. However, I have heard absolute zero from the property owners.
Right, do we know if there is a tenant living there? It is a tenant?
There is a tenant on the property, correct? Yes,
Okay,
sir.
who is not the owner?
Who is not the owner, yes,
Okay.
sir.
So as I suggested previously in a different case, my suggestion is that you personally or speak with the owner or send a notice to the owner in Santa Ana, California, so that it gets somebody's attention.
Well, all mailings get sent to Santa Ana.
Uh-huh.
Notice of violation originally gets sent. The
Good.
property was posted, however, all violations, the notice of violation, the notice to appear, all were also sent certified mail to Santa Ana.
Good.
No word, absolutely none.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer, the photographs that I have reviewed, and other evidence presented depicting the violation and that said violation still exists, proper notice having been given, I find in favor of the city, enter an adjudication and set a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is abated.
Item number 130, FYBRR 2018-00064, T-Coy Investments LLC Trust. Officer Gary Beswick, item number 130.
Good evening, Gary Beswick for the City of North Miami Building Department. Property owner was first notified of the 4-year recertification on July 17, 2018, and again on October 17, 2018. As of today, we still haven't received a report, but I did get a phone call from a gentleman, and I returned the call, but we haven't got to talk as yet. We'll be playing phone tag. The property was posted to a notice to appear on Tuesday, February 26, of 2019 at 1:14 p.m. Took picture of the posting of date of service is on file. This is a commercial property, so we're seeking adjudication.
30 days?
Yes, sir.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence reflecting that the 40-year recertification has not been provided to the city, contrary to the city's code, I find that proper notice has been given and rule in favor of the city entering an adjudication and setting a compliance date of 30 days. In the event of non-compliance, there shall be a daily fine of $250 until the violation is complied with.
Items number 132 through 140. Item 132, CEMHS 2018-00017. 133, CEMHS 2018-00018. Item 134, CEMHS 2018-00019. 135, CEMHS 2018-00020. 136, CEMHS 2018-00022. 137, CEMHS 2018-00023. 138, CEMHS 2018-00024, 139 CEMHS 2018-00025, and item number 140, CEMHS 2018-00027, the White House Condo Association. Officer John Dorville.
Nobody is here on behalf of the owner. Can we treat them all together, or do we need to, take care of them individually?
This is actually for ratification of the fines.
Okay.
I'm saying this for Code Officer or former Code Officer Rahima Golden.
Right.
I am aware of these violations based on I did the actual posting, and this building is in my zone currently, so I've reviewed this property several times.
Have you made contact with the owner?
This is a condo, so there's several owners for this particular condo, but all these issues that we've addressed here and these violations are issues pertaining to the actual common areas of the building. And so there is a listed management company, and we've made attempts to talk to them. There was a representative of, this was actually postponed previously. However, there was only one majority unit owner that was present on that day. However, they've chosen not to show up today.
This is the waterfront property that I
That's
thought
the
about
same name.
earlier.
No, I'm familiar with the White House condo that's right off of the bridge.
It's not the same one?
It's not the same one. This is the
Okay.
one that's sitting on 6th Avenue and
Okay.
137. It's actually
I thought this
13700.
was the one.
No, sir.
So it's a condo, and you're citing the condo association for deficiencies in the common areas.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the
It was previously adjudicated, and they had an abatement date of June the 30th, 2019. With costs, obviously, and fines to be set at $250 a day. And at this juncture, there is no changes or violations. All still remain.
all violations remain.
Yes, sir.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, I find that the property is still out of compliance as to all violations issued, and accordingly, I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date in the amount of $250 as to each case, and I order that those fines continue to run until there is compliance, assess costs in favor of the city, and authorize the filing of a lien against the property.
The final case for tonight is item number 147, CEFAW 2018-00065, Wilson Joseph, Officer Karen Jean Lewis. Item number 147.
Property owner is not present. City may proceed.
Good evening. Code Compliance Officer Karen Jean Lewis. Property address 680 Northeast 137th Street was cited for the fence that is in disrepair. As of the final posting, the final reinspection date of the February 26, 2019, there has been no change. There's been no contact since then from the property owner, and the fence remains in disrepair, and it's a safety hazard for pedestrians on the sidewalk when walking by the property. If the wind blows just a little bit too much, the fence can easily fall onto someone passing by. And the case was adjudicated, and there's a cost assessment of $50.
So the $50 is the cost, it is not the fine.
Well, no, that's the fine.
The fine
Fine.
is $50
$50, sorry. The fine.
for a life safety issue?
That's what the previous magistrate had adjudicated.
Okay, so what are my options, Madam City Attorney?
If you wish to ratify the $50 fine, you can do that back from the abatement date. If you wish to change the amount of that fine, the city would prefer that you make the date from today, since
Okay.
the previous the property owner previously was notified that it would be $50.
Yeah, I'm not changing that.
Okay.
I'm considering raising the fine going forward, particularly because they haven't complied. What was the abatement date?
The abatement date was September 12th,
So the
2018.
property has been accruing fines of $50 per day since September of last year.
Yes.
Okay. So, based on the testimony of the city's code compliance officer and the evidence presented, that the property has been out of compliance is September 20, out of compliance.
The compliance date was set for September 12th, but they've been in violation since.
Okay, yeah. That there was an abatement date of September 12th, and the property has been in violation since?
Since then, yes.
Since, well, the original violation was April 12, 2018, but
yes.
it's still out of compliance, and it's past the abatement date of September 12th. So I hereby ratify the fines accrued to date, which were $50 per day, and assess a new fine beginning upon the execution of my order, or beginning today, increase the fine to $200, taking into consideration the testimony of the code enforcement officer that it is a life safety issue, and therefore will increase the fine to $250 per day until compliance. I will assess costs against the property and also authorize the filing of a lien.
Thank you.
Are we done? Wow, how time flies. Was this supposed to be an endurance test for me? Because I haven't moved since 9:30 this morning. Adjourn. We're adjourned.